As the drone industry continues its relentless ascent, 2025 has proven to be a watershed year for unmanned aerial systems, UAS, in the United States. What was once a niche hobbyist space is now a cornerstone of innovation across defense, agriculture, logistics, and retail. This article explores the top 10 most impactful developments shaping the American drone landscape and analyzes how they reflect broader technological, economic, and military transformations. 1. Agriculture drones set to soar to $8.03 billion by 2029. Agricultural technology, or agri-tech, has embraced drones not just as tools, but as game changers. As the agriculture drone market is projected to reach $8.03 billion by 2029, U.S. farmers and ag-tech providers are witnessing a paradigm shift in how food is cultivated, monitored, and harvested. Precision agriculture, the integration of data-driven decision-making in farming, is increasingly reliant on drones for crop health monitoring, irrigation planning, pesticide application, and yield prediction. These UAVs offer high-resolution imagery and real-time data at a fraction of the cost and time associated with manned aerial vehicles. Companies like John Deere, DJI Agriculture, and Centera are driving this momentum, introducing autonomous, AI-powered systems that can analyze crop patterns with pinpoint accuracy. Meanwhile, federal and state incentives are encouraging adoption among small and medium-scale farmers, closing the gap between traditional and tech-enabled agriculture. 2. Drone versus ag plane, a new aerial frontier in U.S. farming. The long-standing dominance of agricultural airplanes is being directly challenged by their smaller, more agile competitors, drones. Recent comparative studies have revealed that UAVs can often outperform ag planes in terms of efficiency, environmental impact, and operational cost, especially on smaller or irregularly shaped farms. These studies are informing best practices and shaping a growing consensus among agronomists and farm cooperatives. Unlike ag planes, drones can spray with surgical precision, reducing chemical use and minimizing runoff. They're also safer to operate, especially in tight spaces or rugged terrain. As these technologies become more scalable, we're seeing a shift not just in equipment, but in farm management philosophies toward real-time analytics, sustainability, and adaptability. 3. Drone and anti-drone stocks experience strategic growth in defense and security. And on Wall Street, drone-related stocks are gaining attention, not just for their futuristic appeal, but for their real-world profitability. 5 leading drone and anti-drone companies in the U.S. have reported impressive growth, underpinned by increasing demand in defense, homeland security, and border protection. Firms like AeroVironment, Kratos Defense, Dedrone, Raytheon, and Teledyne FLIR are building robust product portfolios that cover everything from surveillance drones to anti-UAV systems capable of jamming or intercepting hostile drones. Investors are particularly bullish on counter-UAS CUAS solutions as concerns grow over the use of drones by criminal organizations and rogue actors. Government contracts, especially through the Department of Defense, DoD, and Department of Homeland Security, DHS, are serving as catalysts for these companies, ensuring both revenue stability and a path for continuous R&D. 4. Ice cream by drone, Wing, Bluebell, and Walmart break retail ground. What once seemed like science fiction is becoming surprisingly commonplace. Drone deliveries. In a notable milestone, Wing, the drone subsidiary of Alphabet, Google's parent company, teamed up with Bluebell Ice Cream and Walmart to deliver frozen treats directly to customers' homes. Though the delivery of perishable goods presents logistical challenges, such as maintaining cold chain integrity, Wing's advanced drone systems have shown the potential to address them effectively. These deliveries mark more than a fun experiment. They signal a transformational moment for the retail sector. Urban and suburban communities in Texas and Arizona served as test beds for the service. Early feedback suggests high customer satisfaction and a strong willingness to pay a premium for fast contactless delivery, a trend accelerated by post-pandemic consumer behavior. This success story highlights how drone logistics is crossing from novelty into norm, laying the groundwork for widespread drone-based commerce in the next few years. 5. Global drone market to reach $85 billion by 2033. Zooming out from the US, the global drone market is on a meteoric rise, projected to hit $85 billion by 2033. The US remains a key driver of this growth, thanks to its dynamic innovation ecosystem, strong investment climate, and supportive regulatory environment. 3 sectors are primarily fueling this expansion: commercial, from cinematography to surveying and infrastructure inspection; agricultural. As covered earlier, drones are revolutionizing crop management and yield forecasting. Military. Defense spending continues to prioritize UAV programs for intelligence, surveillance, and combat support. As nations race to integrate drones into their core industries, the U.S. is leveraging its technological leadership to remain at the forefront of both hardware and software development. The rise of AI-powered drones and 5G-enabled networks is expected to unlock even more lucrative use cases in the near future. 6. U.S. Army neutralizes drone swarms with BLADE tech system. In a highly publicized live-fire exercise this summer, the U.S. Army successfully used the BLADE tech remote-controlled weapon station to neutralize a swarm of hostile drones, a scenario that defense experts consider increasingly likely in future conflicts. The demonstration wasn't just about firepower. It showcased the growing importance of automation, real-time targeting, and multi-domain defense capabilities. With drone swarms posing a significant challenge due to their speed and unpredictability, the Blade system's success represents a critical step forward. Military analysts believe that future battlefields will involve human-machine teaming, where AI-powered sensors and weapon platforms work in concert with soldiers. The Blade system may soon become standard on armored vehicles, forward operating bases, and maritime platforms. 7. Drone life emerges as the voice of a rapidly evolving industry. Amid this tidal wave of innovation, Drone Life has emerged as a leading news and analysis platform for UAV developments. The publication reports daily on market movers, regulatory shifts, and technological advancements, serving a readership that includes investors, policymakers, engineers, and hobbyists. In a space often cluttered with hype and misinformation, Drone Life offers nuanced reporting, providing much-needed context to major announcements and startup breakthroughs. They've also expanded into podcasting, hosting interviews with CEOs, FAA officials, and military tech leaders. By bridging the knowledge gap between the tech-savvy and the general public, Drone Life plays a crucial role in mainstreaming drone technology and informing future adoption. 8. Xenatech prepares major reveal in drone as a service and defense collaborations. One of the most closely watched startups in 2025, Xenatech is preparing to debut new offerings in the drone as a service, DaaS model, at several high-profile investor conferences this fall. The company's innovations focus on providing turnkey drone operations for industrial and government clients, removing the need for in-house drone teams. Additionally, Xenatech has reportedly secured strategic partnerships with defense contractors to co-develop AI-driven reconnaissance and logistics platforms for the U.S. military. These developments underscore a broader industry trend: the shift from product sales to subscription-based drone services. As businesses seek to avoid the upfront costs of drone acquisition, DaaS allows them to pay for data, analysis, or delivery services as needed, much like cloud computing transformed IT infrastructure. 9. Defense-grade drone production ramps up amid demand surge. As geopolitical tensions rise and defense budgets swell, the demand for military-grade drones has surged. Manufacturers across the U.S. have responded by accelerating production lines, expanding facilities, and onboarding new talent to meet contract deadlines. Key technologies in demand include loitering munitions, kamikaze drones, ISR platforms, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, autonomous combat drones, swarm coordination systems. This production boom is not just about quantity, but also quality and interoperability. Drones are increasingly being integrated into joint command platforms, working alongside satellites, manned aircraft, and ground forces in real time. The result? A more connected, flexible, and resilient military drone infrastructure. 10. Military drone sector undergoes strategic expansion. Rounding out the top 10, the U.S. military drone sector is undergoing a transformational expansion, both in scale and scope. What was once relegated to elite forces or specific operations is now embedded into every branch of the armed forces. This expansion includes a greater investment in AI autonomy, new training programs for drone operators, expanded procurement across the Air Force, Army, and Navy. At the strategic level, drones are reshaping doctrines around force projection, surveillance, and threat neutralization. Programs like the Skyborg Initiative and autonomous tactical airborne drones aim to redefine the role of manned-unmanned teaming in future conflicts. From logistics resupply missions in hostile terrain to frontline reconnaissance, drones are no longer optional. They are central to the U.S. military's future readiness. Conclusion: the next horizon in American drone innovation. As we look ahead to 2026 and beyond, it's clear that drones are no longer fringe tools. They are infrastructure. From farms to front lines, from retail rooftops to Wall Street portfolios, UAVs are influencing how America thinks, works, and defends itself. The biggest opportunities may yet lie ahead. Urban air mobility, AI-piloted swarms, intercontinental cargo drones, and climate monitoring networks are all on the horizon. But the foundation is being laid now through bold investments, evolving regulations, and a cultural shift toward automation and aerial innovation. The sky, quite literally, is no longer the limit. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the latest in drone technology and innovation. See you in the next flight.